It looks like Dark Side Yoda, Soda, whatever you want to call him right now.
Call me Daddy.
Is still actually performing pretty well inside of the Coliseum alongside the Dryax. We're going to do some runs today on the main account and the alt account just to show how I'm approaching Coliseum right now on the free-to-play and the End Boy Whaley account. Let's break this down, baby. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe, to another Galaxy of Heroes video with me, your bull boy scribe. How the devil are we all doing? Welcome back. Okay, Coliseum, Trolliseum. We require 250 crystals to refresh this. A complete waste of my crystals, but I do it because I love you so much. Today, we are up against the duo, the Dryax. Don't particularly like these guys as a boss fight. Think they are a bit of a pain in the rectory. So here is going to be my team comp for this one right now. Obviously, we are still level 50 plus on Mara Jade Skywalker. Therefore, Luke is going to be our leadership. He's going to be gaining the most benefits and giving the most benefits to Mara Jade. We are using Yoda Dark Side Vision as a support unit here. I am going to try Talon. I'll probably try swapping out Talon as well for someone else. Maybe we've got a better use somewhere else there with a different unit, but right now she's providing additional stats to him. He's 55, still has a bit of an advantage over them in terms of loaned unit error levels. Because we are on tier 6, that means that these guys have got minus 75% of their damage output and incoming damage is amplified by 75%. His is only half that. Lucky little sausage that he is. I'm not investing any further error levels on this guy because it will require me to use up these rather important Xaereth ability modules. I'd rather try and save that for Mara Jade in case we can get an early head start on pushing her beyond 75, because once she gets to 76 she requires those 30 Xereths and I want to save them just in case. Maybe that'll bite me in the bum. I'm not sure. We're going to find out. Let's try some battles, gentlemen. Let us try some battles. So the Dryax, you've got to try and take them down at sort of like an equal pace. I'm going to start off with first special. Get some good John DiMaggio. Just excuse me one moment. Coming through the wrong speakers there. Okay, so this is a little bit awkward because these guys do have buff immunity. Normally I would try to use this the second special over here because it will pass protection over time and heal over time. But half of my team right now, most of my team right now are actually buff immune. So I think I might just basic. Looks like we did amazing damage over here to these guys. So I'm just going to try my very bestest to basically try and balance this out a little bit. Going to get that vulnerable. Oh, I was really hoping we'd get an attack there. So this is going to go terribly. This is going to go absolutely terribly. We're going to try and do this big hit to get some good damage and balance it out, but there we go. Let's use the wrong ability once again. This is really solid, really solid. Okay, this wasn't our best performance, ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell by the score right now. And we got the days going. Ugh. Gross. Gross. Okay, 62% at the moment on tier 6. We can definitely perform better than that. I'm wondering if we swap out Talon and throw in someone like Barriss. I'll try one more run with Talon, just because she does give some good benefits to Dark Side Vision Yoda. Maybe it was just the opener that was just pretty terrible for us. Maybe we actually go in with a basic at the start. It's going to give some additional turn meter over to Luke. Unfortunately, we did not get... we did get dazed, sorry, on her, but there's no buff immunity, so I'm going to go ahead and use this special. It's going to place that that Dark Side Master's training over here to increase crit damage and stuff like that. But it's also going to pass that protection over time, that heal over time, which is definitely something that I wanted to have happen. Let's go ahead and get rid of that daze, get some damage in. There's the roar. Where's the call assist? That's actually the perfect target for the call assist. Is early on, you definitely want Mara Jade taking those hits. Okay, so I don't think she's going to get round to another turn in time, so we might just have to go for the big hit. All right, good. Now, I don't think it's worth doing the Siphon defense here. I think we're actually better served just doing the basic over here. Get some real good damage in. Call in Mara Jade. Another nice amount of damage there. That was kind of huge. And we get a lovely counter attack. And again, here we go. That's a pretty good setup over there. Okay, let's think right now. Just do an AoE, getting that offense up. Get some damage over here. Let's just get rid of that offense up. Oh, right, it doesn't have that at the moment. Doesn't have that at the moment. Let's try and balance out the health and protection. Oh, that was perfect. That was absolutely perfect, and we still didn't get dazed as well. Okay, we got dazed in the end. Let's see if we can actually break through over here. Probably not. I have a feeling that we're not going to survive a further hit right now. Okay, so 68%. Whilst not terrible, I do know that we can do better because I've had 78%, I want to say, as my top score so far. So let's drop her out. Let's throw in Barris over here. Barris is obviously useful. Lets us stay alive that little bit longer. We do lose some of the offense capabilities of Dark Side Yoda, obviously. But sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, not too bad. Great, actually. Actually pretty great. Let's go ahead, gain that heal over time, protection over time. Let's heal up as well. Let's get that vulnerable out. Are we going to get a turn? We should get a turn with Mara Jade. What I want to try and do is I want to try and lower one of them quite fast, so then we can go back over here and hit this guy down, and that will more or less balance it out and let us do some good damage. Nice. Okay. It's good when they attack her with that. It's definitely a good thing. Let's use Dark Side Yoda to hit this gentleman over here. Let's balance out that damage. Balance out that damage. Ooh, okay, that might have balanced it out a little too heavily. Don't like this. There goes Dark Side Vision Yoda. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead. Let's just call in Mara Jade over here. And then once again, call in Mara Jade. Ooh, we can even get rid of that offense up. That extra turn meter that we just passed to Luke was huge. This one's looking like a good run so far. Even got the counter attack in. Let's do... We're not going to survive another attack, so let's do the AoE. 85%. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's some juicy scoring right there. We got lucky, obviously, not getting dazed on Mara Jade at the start and then powering through. I will definitely take 85%. I can't see us beating that particular score. Not quite enough for me to get into top 10, unfortunately. I think I'm surrounded by people that just have more error levels in general. So it's pretty hard to compete. Like 71 over here on Mara Jade and 59. So they've got 9 more error levels on their loaned units and an additional couple of levels on Mara Jade Skywalker. Pretty hard to compete with that. I'm happy with an 85 though. 85 is a pretty solid score. Don't think that's enough for me to go any further. Oh, well, it could be if I had extra loaned units, extra error level currency. I could go up to 67, an extra 2 levels. That would obviously help quite significantly, just because those extra levels let me do basically an extra 15% more damage essentially and take 15% less damage thanks to the way that error levels is working. So that would be a big benefit, but I don't think it's actually going to be the difference maker between me actually breaking through into top 10. So I don't think I'm going to do it right now. Pretty sure that my episodes... Oh no, ooh, hang on. We could maybe get one. Oh, no, that's... I need to win 3 times in Grand Arena. I can't do that just yet. Okay, yeah, there's definitely nothing that I can really do right now. That's only 1,500. Not going to give me the stuff that I need. Okay, cool. So that's going to about do it on the main account. Let's go and see what we do on the alt account. All right, here we are on our wonderful alt account. Things are obviously very, very different on this account. So... we don't use Dark Side Vision Yoda on this account because I can't spare the error leveling currency. I mean, I could if I really wanted to. I could use crystals to buy additional error leveling currency and sort of progress me further. But generally speaking, I don't actually think it's worth going too heavily into it. I'm quite happy on this account to be getting myself basically, what, like 300 error currency per day? That's usually where we land. Let's think over here. What would I like to do? Let's go in with the old tried and trusted over here, CLS and Kira, provided I can stay in like the top, I think it's like 120 or something. It's usually where I want to be. All right, okay. So we're going in with Luke lead because we are over error level 50, and that oh gosh, that starter is not great. That starter really wasn't great. There's such RNG in this setup, unfortunately, because of who goes first. You can't really control. They have the same speed, so there's a 50% chance of either one of them going first. And if you get like one person gets crit by that AoE at the start, and there's already a differential, and then you counterattack that person, you can create such a big variance in their health that they just come out and tear you a new one. So a little bit unlucky there with RNG at the start. but we can't really do a whole lot about it. It seems to be balancing out at least a little bit here because they've not attacked Luke and they've just sort of left Mara Jade to it. But it's not looking like a great run. As you can see, we've probably got about an extra 20% more than this in a normal run. So it's kind of tempting to see if we can put Barris in again. I do like Barris. The ability to stay alive is, you know, rather nice. So let's grab Barris and throw her in. Kira, I don't actually think is bringing anything to the table here. We might throw in Mace. Mace might be able to survive a little bit longer and might be able to provide us with a little bit of protection. So let's see. I'm just going to go in with that AoE again. Unfortunately, we critted over here. He counted. See, that's better because he went first. We managed to balance out that health differential just a little bit better. Let's heal up. Yep. Let's get that going. Going to focus on one of them, and then we're going to swap, and we're going to hit the other one with the big hit from Mara Jade. That's going to balance out these health pools a little bit. Okay, that's fine. That's a shame. I was really hoping we'd be able to keep Mace alive so that we could get one more call to assist, but it's not the end of the world. Oof. Okay, no Cal either. Yeah, let's just keep that offense up going, I think. Get rid of their offense up. That's not going to be good for us. Oh wow, we survived. I mean, that's a little bit closer to what I would normally get, 71%. I think we got 73% before. I don't know if we try it one more time. We'll try. We've got one more attempt left. I'll try and see if we can keep Mace alive. Then it opens up the possibility just a little bit more. Okay, great. So there's no damage differential here. That's really good. Now there is, obviously. Somehow managed to stay alive. Let's heal up. Let's get that going. Call her in. They've got defense down and vulnerable, so let's do a big hit. Ooh, -10. And of course they immediately take out Mace. It sometimes feels like they deliberately want to be mean to me. Sometimes it does feel that way. Oh, I definitely did the wrong thing there. Should have used... Oof. That is a lot of damage coming out here. Cal Kestis actually surviving is quite nice, mind. Yeah, definitely not as solid of a run. We lost out on about 13% damage there. But that's generally the team that I will use if I'm going up against the Drax on the free-to-play account. Yes, it would probably value having Side Vision Yoda there, but it's just the error leveling currency is deliberately constrained in this game. Okay, if you are playing free-to-play, they really try to hone in and minimize the access you have to error leveling currency because they want you going and spending your crystals so that you can level these guys up a little bit sooner. They want you to spend it and get the error pass so that you get the extra error currency from this top track. The Pass Plus gives you 10 levels of this, so you can already be earning bonus packs here. It's why it's set up like that. Overall, not too bad at the moment. We'll see how we do in the next day of Coliseum. Thank you all for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you do hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't. There's loads of really good content creators, and if you're interested in getting my opinion on some of the best content creators, new and old, highly recommend you watch this video here.